Okay, hello there, people of YouTube. Okay, so part 2 of this video, I took apart the keyboard. I may have to turn this upside down. But I marked the keys that were not working. But yeah. And then I subsequently marked them on the board here, so I know which ones to test. So, for example, I take my leads here. And let's say I look at this number 3 key. I put the leads on here, number 3 key, push the button, nothing, oh, came off. Nothing happens. If I move over here to the number 2 key, which is okay, so that works. So obviously these keys are not making contact. For example, yeah. Anyway, so I pulled one out and had a look at it, and I didn't see anything necessarily wrong with it. Okay, I didn't see something necessarily wrong with it. Happened to be this one right here. You know, it seems to make, move just nicely. Popped it open, nothing obvious. I took its neighbor out, the tilde key. It's still working. It works fine. And basically, I want to say the key is worn out. The number 1 key here. It's just worn out. So what I did was, there's a metal spring inside, and it works, just like the tilde. Well, I guess it doesn't matter which key it is. If I can get on this setting right. It's almost like I need 3 hands to do this. Anyway, so I'm going to pop the next one open, or unsolder the next one, pop it open, and I can show you what I did. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. Yeah, it's loose. It's loose. She's loose as a goose. I might as well get the others over here. Alright, we're going to do this the fun way. Squeeze the sides, it pops right out. This is the switch removed. Keyboard aside, so ta-da! Shit. Springy, springy, springy. There it is. So, we have, see if I can't get this into that little metal contact in that blue one, and on this particular switch here for the Mac Plus. What I found on the other one is this plunger here this metal isn't getting pushed down far enough to engage the switch. So you can push the contacts. You can pull this out to get a better look at the actual switch itself. Focus, you fuck. Thank you. So now you can see where that metal needs to, it doesn't come up enough. So what I did to fix the other one was I bent it up slightly, just inserting the screwdriver underneath there and just pushing it up just ever so slightly. So it will push down harder on the contacts. So, oh sorry, so it'll just put my, hold it like so. Hold it like so. And then I just push it up just like that. So now it'll push the contacts just a little bit harder as it goes down. Is it the best way to do it? Probably not. Is it what I'm going to do? Yep. So let's put it back together real quick. So I was looking at the keyboard, and the way the keys were dead, the space bar was dead. The backslash was dead. The left and the right key was dead. And these are all along the bottom row. So my theory is that when this keyboard was stored, they just stored it. They stored something on top of it, and it just wore out the keys, but having something sitting on top of them. That's my theory. So this is backwards. Something like so, I think. Yep. It's definitely harder to push down a little bit. So let's turn the multimeter back on. Continuity. Okay. So let's see if I can't. Okay. Now let's push the button. This one's not doing it. So do I need to do it more? Is it just me not pushing down? Okay, so that one's not working at all. Let's open it up and see what's going on here. Because bending it more is not exactly going to help it out. Springy thing will come off. Springy, springy, spring. So, if you look here, you can see that little blue in here. That's the actual switch part. So it pushes down the tip of that in order to engage the switch. Let's see if it's working at all. If I can keep this in frame. And I'm pushing down relatively hard on that thing, and it's not making any contact. So this switch may just be dead. There's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. I'm not good with my left hand. There it goes. I cannot. I'm pushing down hard. It does not want to engage. So, well, I mean, there might be a way to clean this. It is not exactly clean, but let me see if I should be able to. I'm sorry, I'm not going to get this in frame, but okay. But I think what I can do here is these little metal. I think I'm going to do here is these little metal pieces. I can bend them. It doesn't look like it's heat staked in. I might be able to just bend them out, and I might be able to see the contacts. I mean, it's not like the switch is working, so. Hold that thought. Okay, so what I did here, focus. I don't know if we can get it to, hard to see. But I unbent these two little fins, so maybe this will come out in the back. Wait, did I miss one? I missed one. Give me a second. It also helps to find a pair of eyeglass, even though it's still kind of big. I'm sorry if this is not in frame. I gotta. Fuck. There it goes. Okay. So now maybe it should. Okay, yeah, yep, it just pulled off. So now you can see how focus. There you go. Now you can see the contacts. Those don't look that good. These don't look that good. I'll scrape them up and maybe that'll help. So I don't know if you can see this, but there is a good amount of oxidation right there. So maybe this particular one is making enough contact. It just wasn't good contact. So I'm going to scrape all that off. So, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be using this keyboard for the daily driver. I mean, if that's, if I can get it working next for a while, then I can order, find replacement switches if I need to. And this might be what I have to do with all of them. But that looks nicer. Focus. Just a little, just enough to clean. It's actually raised, This is actually supposed to be there. It's a raised lip. It's a raised lip, so I, at least scratched off the tarnish for now. Let me put it together and see if it works. Just bending these pins back over the way they were. Not them jabbing into my finger too badly. Okay. So the pins are bent. The pins are bent back. And it looks like it might work this time. So let's put the springy spring back on it. Spoing. The metal contacts. I'm gonna let it sit out, even though I which one? It came out of these two. How do I know it came out of those two? There's a little bit of flux residue on those two pins, so that goes back in. Yeah. This goes back in. Yeah, on top of the post. These two guys back together, and snap, snap. Snip, yep. Sniffy, sniff, snip. Yeah, let's get tested this time. Beautiful. Okay, so these contacts are just corroded. So what I'm going to do is... Okay, so that's that key salvaged. So I'm going to do this for the rest of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm going to do this for the next 13 keys. And it's going to be a long night. I'm not going to show you me doing each key, but that should be... I'll show you the final product. Okay, back I ended up doing all the switches that weren't doing right, like the 1, the 3, the R, spacebar. I think I got them all. It got really quick, and after you've done like 20 of them, to start, pull the switch open. You just get really quick at it. Let's go ahead and do a final check. This is just a text program. Okay. So yep. Backspace works. Clear does what it's supposed to do. Equals tab. Caps lock. down works. Enter. Space works now. Backsplash. Left works. Right works. Up works. Down works. 0. Period. It all works. I don't know what the option key is doing. I'm just going to leave that alone. I hope that key's working. Apple key is working. So that. Alright, so all the keys are working now. Huzzah! And it really changes the white balance when I focus in on the screen. It looks dark in the little display, but this is still the platinum color it has been. Anyway, so yeah, keyboard works now. Just gotta put it back together. Can't save. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. This has been Fat Guys with Little Computers, and until next time.